amazing. Yeah. What's good? I'm gonna play a couple songs. I gotta go do some stuff here, but I got enough time to play a couple tunes. Tunes on the tube. I don't know what I'm gonna play yet, though, so I usually don't. I just start playing. So what am I gonna do? That sounds good. What just happened over there? That didn't sound good. What is that? I don't know if somebody's doing that. It sounded like something fell over, and now I hear all this hissing and spraying noise. What happened? Oh, shit. Oh, bummer, man. Wow. It's crazy. Did you hear that? The road caved in right here. Well, it broke a water pipe. That's what I was worried it was a propane tank. I'm like, we got to clear the fuck out of here. But yeah, it's just water, I think, that broke. Hopefully it's not propane, too. I heard it spraying, and I was like, oh, man, I hope that's not propane. I heard something fall. It sounded like something big fell. And I know the propane tank is over in that area. But that was just water, thank God. I was about to be like, let's get the fuck out of here, babe. Oh, man. Trippy. It didn't sound like something that somebody was trying to do. Like, they're always making noise over there working, but it sounded like it was loud. It was crazy. It was loud and crazy. Got it all on video. Just a song of Gomorrah. I wonder what they did there. Yeah, it must have been a bad thing to get shot down for. I wonder how they blew it up, or if they burned it down. Get out, Mr. Law, don't you look around. Who gave you your orders? Somebody from the sky. I heard a voice inside my head in the desert wind so dry. I heard a voice telling me to flee. The very same voice I'd always believed. Said a lot of trouble's coming, but it don't have to come to you. I'm telling you, so you can tell the rest what you've been through. I'm telling you so you can tell the rest what you went through. You're a good, upstanding man. Take credit to the flaw. If you don't face straight ahead, you know you might not take the shot. Don't you look around, you know. Don't look after you. It's not your business how it's done. You're just lucky to get through. They blew the city off the map. Left nothing there but fire. The wife of Lot got turned to salt, 'cause she looked behind her. Because she looked behind her. Because she looked behind her. The wife of Lot got turned to salt, because she looked behind her. Because she looked behind. Because she looked behind her. Because she looked behind. JJ, what's good, brother? Flat. Flat. That's it. That. It's flat. That's that. It's flat. Street level. Well, there's some bumps here and there. I think we've sufficiently deflated Neil deGrasse Tyson's beach ball. And none of them globers have enough hot air to blow that fucker back up again. Nope. Ain't gonna be reinflated. I'm sorry. That thing's just flat. It's flatter than a fucking hot roadkill. But it's been a long, hard, bumpy ride. From here clear to the other side. But it's gonna be smooth sailing from now on. Yeah. Once you finally realize you're not and you never were, spinning around going nowhere. Well, there ain't no big bang, black hole, black matter for that matter, one that she's ever been seen. There ain't no planets orbiting no sun, nope. Have you ever seen one? Nope, 'cause there ain't none. So it's been a long, hard, bumpy ride from here clear to the other side. But it's gonna be smooth sailing from now on. Yeah, when you finally realize you're not and you never were, spinning around in the middle of nowhere for no reason at all. You think you live on a ball? That's only because you've been taught that, not because you ever proved it to yourself. No one ever does that, 'cause it just can't be true. You're gonna argue about something that there's no way you know. That is just pretty I don't know, I'm just making this shit up. Man, it's hot right here. It's hot in this here hot sun. Flatters. Oh man, that's funny. Shout out to Justin Johnson, man. You got some good wisecracks. I like it. It's my style, man. I like it. Gotta have a sense of humor about all this shit, man. Fuck's sake. Dylan Mulvaney. Fucking weirdo, man. What makes these people tick? I just don't know why. Anyone would try something so extreme. It's just like a bad dream. And I don't care what they taught you. Let me tell you, it's just not true. And I don't care how hard you try. It just comes down to the fact that you can't transition into that. No, you just can't be what you're not. You're not that. No, you just get caught in a mental trap. Yeah, but you can't transition into that. You just can't. Yeah, but we can see what you'd like to be. That's something you'll never achieve. And if you take away what you got, my friend, that's something you can't get back, and you can't transition into that. You just can't. No, you can't do that. You can't transition into that. No, you just can't do that. I don't care what they taught you. That's just something you cannot do. You can't transition into that. No, you just can't do that. God has a plan for every woman and man. Don't turn your back on God. Not a good thing to do. Don't turn your back on God. Don't turn your back on God. You might not believe in God, but God believes in you. He sure does. You can't transition into it. No. You can't transition into that. No. You can't transition into that. No. You can't transition. You can't transition into that. It just can't be done. No. You just can't transition into that. No, you just can't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to do that. Don't let anyone talk you into that. It just can't transition into that. No, it just can't be done. You can't transition into that. No, you just can't. I don't know why. Here we go. Better act fast, jackass, last chance, hammer in the brass tacks. Dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider that fucking fact. Once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, cause this whole thing is gonna come down. Well, I see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free-for-all. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So does the captain. And wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up, you better have yourself a damn good can when the shit hits the fan. And the going gets tough, you better be clever enough. You gotta know what the fuck to do. Gonna run amok and let the muck run you. Better act fast, jackass, last chance, hammer in the brass tacks. Nothing lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. And do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fucking fact. Once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Cause this whole thing is gonna come down. Indoctrination is terrible. You gotta beat them to the, gotta cut them off, beat them to the punch. I started telling my kid Earth was flat way before he went to school. Sometimes he comes at me and says, "Oh, Dad, I think the Earth's a globe." I'm like, "Well, it's not." I'm like, "I'm pretty sure it isn't." Let's just say that, you know. And it's like, because here's the thing: it's like they designed their rotating, spinning, orbiting globe model in just a way to where it appears like it's flat and stationary, but it's not. It's like they designed it in just a way to where it's unfalsifiable. Well, the place could look totally flat and stationary anywhere you go, but it's not, because our model says it isn't. And models are based on reality, so just deal with it. Flat earther, stupid fuck. God, learn science already. Science, you must not know physics and blah blah. It's like you're gonna have to work really fucking hard, harder than that, to prove something like that. Because for one thing, like, I ain't gonna be fooled by some little toy that spins and moves around. Oh, look, the Earth's moving. My little toy told me. Look, it's moving. It's processing. Its motion shows the motion of the Earth. Sorry, but it's a little toy, dude. You're gonna show me a little toy, and then claim that the whole fucking world is spinning around because you're a little fucking toy? Get out of here with that shit. Nice try. Try again. Well, it might look like it's stationary and feel like it's stationary and measure to be stationary, but the thing is, think about it like a train. Like, it's a constant motion, so you've always been in this motion. You don't notice it, because like if you were on the train, you wouldn't notice it. And when it does change velocity, it's just so subtle and it's so gradual that you just don't notice. And because it's elliptical orbit, you know. And you forget that it's making a constant left turn, and there's no roof or ceiling. It's like being on a flatbed train making a constant left turn. You know, well, yeah, you'd fly off. You'd eat shit. You wouldn't go on that ride again. No, sir. Anyways, I don't mean to beat a dead horse in the glue, but that's the thing, man. It's like dead horse is the only thing gluing their model together. It's just a dead horse, for sure. I mean, I would feel so dumb coming at the flat earthers with this fucking dumb shit about how this little gyro compass spins and it shows the Earth's moving. I feel so embarrassed. That's why I try to put it to them like, dude, I'm sorry, but your little toys, they don't do anything for me. Like, look at my globe. See, this is how Earth really is. I'm like, that's your toy, dude, and that's your toy. You guys play with your toys, that's fine. I'm talking about boots on the ground, like reality. Like if you're going to measure out someone's property line, boom, enclosed perimeter right there. You can't measure a smaller perimeter on the outside of it. And I don't care how big of a perimeter you draw. It can be thousands of miles in circumference. Once you go outside that perimeter and you try to draw another one around it, or you draw another one around it, it's always going to be bigger. It's always going to be a longer measurement because you're going around the outside of your previous measurement. It's a no-brainer. It's a fact. It's just obvious reality. But I'll have people argue with me day in and out, just like, well, after you go past the equator, they start getting smaller. Well, yeah, exactly. How does that look in real life, though? Because we're sticking to a simple formula here. We're just drawing a perimeter. We're stepping out, drawing another one, stepping out. I'm talking about on the ground, on the surface of the Earth. The surface is two-dimensional, by the way. Well, no, the globe is 3D. Yeah, okay. But you know where the third dimension in a globe is? It's inside the globe, inside the sphere. So that's kind of irrelevant. We live on a flat surface here. Let me put it to you like this. If you're a property tycoon, you went out and you bought as much property as you could. Eventually, you owned the whole area known as the Northern Hemisphere. And so that makes your property line the equator. And it's like, so it's a circle, right? It has to be, because you start at the North Pole making circles moving out. Of course, the equator is a circle. No, it's a straight line. Fuck you. Look, if you start with a circle, you end with a circle. So that means if you wanted to buy more property after you owned the whole Northern Hemisphere, you'd have to step outside the equator and your property line into the area that's not your property and begin drawing a new property line around the equator. It's going to have to be bigger. Sure, we measured out a property line for you, and you got more property, but the thing is, the property line measurement is smaller than it was before, but you got more property. No, you guys are tripping, man. Go out and do it again. In fact, buy me more property this time. Go like hike 20 miles that way and then do another perimeter. That way we just can't fuck it up this time. And come back to like, Bass, you got more property, a lot more, but the perimeter is even smaller. It's way smaller now. I mean, we didn't fuck up, I swear. What? You gotta be kidding me. Doesn't make any sense. Just kidding, Bass. We were trying to make you believe you lived on a sphere. Oh, nice try, guys. And it's like, okay, well, we're working with negative space now, so it's more about how much property you don't own. Still, I don't care. It's still going to be a bigger property line. Well, like, think about it if in reverse. Like, say you owned all the property except for the one circle at the North Pole. So that would be your property line right there. It'd be a smaller property line, and you would own all the rest of the property. I'm like, okay, you almost got me there. The thing is, my property line goes around the other side too. It's not just that's just a little patch in the middle that I don't own. Property line goes around the outside too, and you can't draw a smaller one around it. Nope, can't be done. I must not be making any sense because no one ever thinks I have a good point. But I have a perfect point. It's what turned me into a flat earther once I finally realized this. The idea of distance and the expansion, it's an outward expanding perimeter area, can never start to shrink. That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. You can draw a circle around the whole entire Northern America continent, Step outside that circle, you're going to draw a bigger one. It doesn't matter how big of it is. It's like, seems like it would be like even more readily, like, observable that like the bigger it gets, the bigger it gets. And the dumber you get, the dumber you get. The tough cookies you tried to eat, turns out it was tough shit. After years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth, it seems we found out that there's nothing to find out. Because the fact is we don't know the facts. The fact is we don't even know the facts. But we've been acting like we do for so long now. All that we know that is true is that time eventually catches up with you. Yes, time catches up with you. It catches up with you. Look, here it comes. Yeah, time catches catches up with every. If I could go back in time, talk to myself for a few minutes, I'd be like, hey man, settle down. Don't lose your cool. You gotta get a better poker face if you're gonna be breaking so many rules. Know your place and your part. Played it before with all your heart. So don't start looking like some kind of has-been that never really was. It is what it is, yeah. Unless it isn't, and then it ain't. You're gonna faint from being so stressed. Well, I guess it looks like you're gonna take some time off your feet, but try not to miss a beat, because forward is the only way through. Yes, time's catching up with you, it catches up with you. Look, here it comes. Time catches up with you, it catches up with you. Time catches up with everyone. And it doesn't really matter now which way you go. It's gonna be there down every road. You know it doesn't matter which way that you stare. Wherever you look, it's gonna be right there. It doesn't really matter now which way you turn or which bridge you burn. It's always gonna be there. Yes, and time catches up with you. Time catches up, here it comes. Oh yes, time catches up with you, it catches up with you. Yeah, time catches up with everyone. And you can see now how much I really care. That's why I'm right here and I'm no longer there. I know I've seen that style before, but man, it's like a style, it's not in style anymore. Just dial 411 next time to get informed, but be forewarned, there's always a calm before the storm. Like a Gemini, I'm always torn in two. I'm just split down the middle, that way I can slide right through the crack in my double standards. When you're young, you get sprung and hurled out into the world. Whatever works at first is good enough. But after a while, it becomes hard to leave well enough alone. And then you're made perfectly aware why you go there. It's just human nature. 'Cause these days everything's been redone, rerun, revamped, rehashed, thrown back in your face to see if it can fly again, but it can't. As if they didn't make enough cash on that flip that fit the script, keep coming back to it. It's like some kind of one-hit wonder that never really hit, it just gets overplayed. Fuck. I hope you had a nice weekend. I don't mean to dumpster dive off the deep end, but it really just gets on my nerves when I keep hearing the same shit I've already heard. I'd rather hear some people think and do something new up, it doesn't stop. It's like a watch, it ticks, it doesn't talk. Gotta keep your eye on it. What are you gonna do when it catches up with you? You're young now, but soon you'll be 52. Time catches up with you. Catches up, it catches up. Time catches up with everyone. After years and years and years and years and years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth. It seems we found out that there's nothing to find out. Yep. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys. Cheers. Enjoy your beautiful sunny chemtrail-free day. Don't be a stranger,